another episode of So Sweet Violet. My name is Jooles, and this podcast is to share the crafty side of my life. You can find me on Patreon, Instagram, Ravelry, and my shop as So Sweet Violet, and the links are below this video on YouTube. For my shop, my daughter and I make heirloom pieces including project bags, beautiful kits and patterns, and we also stock high quality tools and notions for crafters. I live in West Sussex in England with my husband and little Mabel, our whippet. Hello, Happy New Year. It's so lovely to be back podcasting again. I think this might be episode 84 and it's been a really long time since I have recorded, so forgive me if I'm rusty. Also, it's really cold here. It was -5 this morning. I've got a little heater down here which might turn on because it is really cold, and yeah, I don't want to freeze to death. I did have my thick like fleecy Borg zip up coat almost on earlier, but I thought it doesn't look very nice for a podcast. I haven't got any of my own knitwear on today, but it is a new cardigan. It's such a nice colour, my favourite colour, and it's from Sea Salt. So I have got a new cardigan on, but not knit by me. Right, what do I need to say? Oh yes, I made a little intro. And I hope that's okay with everybody, because I find that doing that intro at the front of every podcast really puts me off, because I stumble over my words and I say the wrong thing and I just want to give up. So just yesterday actually, I chose some video clips that I'd saved of me crafting and I just did a little voiceover. So I hope that's okay. Certainly makes it easier for me. It's a beautiful sunny day today. Very cold. I haven't been out, but it is my turn to walk Mabel tomorrow, so I'm going to wrap up warm. How's your January been? How's your 2024 going? Mine, I love January, but this year I have had a few health issues which have been a bit annoying, because I've been really looking after myself well, apart from I had a bit too much sugar at Christmas, I think. So my doctor put me on a 3-day mini fast, and that really helped get the inflammation down. But I also have hurt my lower back, which is almost better, I think. Maybe another week and it will be better. Yeah, yesterday I was feeling absolutely awful and I planned to record today, so I was thinking, am I going to be able to? But then I woke up this morning and I felt really good, so I thought, yep, it's podcast day. Got myself a delicious coffee in my, don't even know what mug this is. Is it Burley? Can't see. It's very pretty though. Oh, look at my lipstick. So one side has got pheasant and the other side is beautiful flowers. I really do love this mug. It's gorgeous. Okay, did I need to say anything else? Oh yes, I forgot to add in my little intro. There are all the things that I talk about, patterns, designers, yarn, etc. will all be hopefully clickable links down below this video on YouTube. If you go just below this video, there'll be, I think it's 3 little dots now, so click on that and it will bring down all the notes that I've written there for you. Okay, so this is really going to be a podcast basket emptying. My podcast basket has been full for so long, and I think it's going to take quite a while to get through all the things that I've made since I last podcast. And this is not all of them, some of them have been gifted and things. So we're just going to empty the podcast basket today, and from the next video it will be a normal podcast. Okay, so I'm going to show you, what should I show you first? Shall we do socks first? So let's get a sock blocker. It feels so nice to be back. It really does. Okay, so these are my sea glass socks. I've got a new camera and I'm still working on the settings. But these were knit using my... Oh, it's really testing my memory. I've got some notes, but I didn't write notes on these. My little rabbit socks without the pom-pom tails here. So it's a toe-up pattern with my beanie toe. And it's got this sweet little stitch pattern when you change stripes, and Gervais heel, which is my absolute favourite heel. It's so easy, so neat. I think nearly all of my patterns have this heel, and I did a 1x1. Is that twisted or normal? I think that's twisted rib. And how I made these is I was inspired way back by sea glass and all the beautiful colours of sea glass. So I went through my beautiful bits, which is, if you're new here, what I call my leftovers, what some people might call scraps. Yeah, so I went through those and found all the colours of sea glass I could find, and I just striped them, no particular order. And here's the other one, so I should be able to wear these now. All the details of these will be on my Ravelry project page, because I spent ages yesterday updating it. Not everything is on there and not all the details are on there yet, but the basics are on there, even if a photograph isn't. Next up are these beauties. Put this on a sock blocker. I have 4 pairs of socks to show you, actually 5, and I didn't even think I was really knitting many socks. So these are a little bit big for this blocker actually. So these are the groovy socks. Now let me think. This is terrible. I'm pretty sure. Okay, what have I written down? So let's talk about the yarn first. So the yarn was dyed especially for So Sweet Violet by Liz at the Yarn Badger for a forget-me-not kit that we made way back last year. Isn't that beautiful? You can see better on the foot the colours. It's so pretty. It's very clever at dyeing stripes. And the pattern, the stitch pattern I used was the Groovy Socks by Caroline Hegwer. Now I think I used my, can't remember. I have no idea. But the groovy pattern, which is this pattern, which I really like because there are no pearl bumps, so you don't get that funny crossover of colour. And yeah, I love these, they're really pretty. I thought I'd lost them actually, and then I realised they're in the podcast basket. And I knit all of my socks on a 2.25 24-inch usually Chow-Goo needle. They are my favourite. So they are my forget-me-not socks. I've done those. Let's have a look. Oh, these are gorgeous. Are you ready? There are other things other than socks, so I'm sorry if you're not into socks, but there are other things coming up. These are the Woodland trail socks. And the pattern, or the stitch pattern for these, is by Dana Ray. She does really lovely patterns. I really enjoy her textured patterns. I used my Sweet Vanilla Toe Up sock pattern as a base, and I just plugged in the stitch pattern from the Woodland Trail socks. This yarn is absolutely gorgeous, and it's called Mixtape, and it's by Dandelion and Dogwood. It's so beautiful. The speckles are so perfectly placed. I just love them. I'm not sure what colour this is, but it came as a sock set. Aren't they gorgeous? I really love those. And again, it's beanie toe, so I knit most of my socks toe up. And this again is my Go Day heel. I don't know how well you can see it. And I did a 2x2 rib on that. This is a really simple stitch pattern, but so effective. I just love those. So they're my Woodland Trail socks. I'm still going. Next up, I don't know if these have been blocked or not actually. These are my Rose and Violet Cream socks. These are very special because the yarn was given to me by my lovely friend Jackie. I think it was not last Christmas, the Christmas before. This is the Minecraft pattern, and it's a free pattern by Woolly Mittens. All the links again will be below. It's so lovely. It's a really squishy, nice pattern. And again, I used my own sweet vanilla toe up sock pattern because I just love it. It fits my foot so well, and I love the ease of the heel. So this yarn again was dyed by Dandelion and Dogwood. And it's a really easy pattern again. Oh, you can see the heel really well there, look. So neat. And I did a 2x2 rib. So they are just beautiful. Right, next up is my last pair of socks, and these are fresh off the needles and have not been blocked yet. So they're probably not going to look the best. These are the Armand socks by Josephine and the Seeds. I believe that's the right name. And I did these because my lovely bestie Amy made these. She also made the alterations that I'm going to talk about in a second. She also used this colour and she actually dyed the yarn. So these are my Amy socks really. So the colour, the yarn colour is Pink Lusterwear. This is what I have left of it. And it also came with these two lovely minis, which I didn't use. I used my Sweet Vanilla toe up sock pattern, surprise, surprise. And in the original pattern, there's 2 repeats of this lovely section here. But I love the way Amy did it, and she only did 1 repeat. So that's what I did. And within my Sweet Vanilla toe up, I did a 3x2 rib all the way to here because it ties in with these little sections here, and I did a 1x1 twisted rib. I quite like a long rib. I just like that. It's such a pretty pattern, and those bobbles, can you see them, are just really pretty. So I think I'm going to call these my Amy socks, and they need a nice soak and a block. I broke the first rule of podcasting, and that is not having a fully charged battery. I have 2 batteries and both of them were nearly empty. So it'll be a second for you from the last bit of video, but I've been downstairs, I've folded the laundry, I've eaten my lunch, I've uploaded a Patreon video and edited it. What else have I done? Got the ingredients ready for tea, and anyway, I'm back now. But I think I left off on these lovely socks, the Armand socks, and I forgot to say that I'm knitting these for Dandelion and Dogwood's 24 in 24. So you knit 24 socks in 2024. So that's 12 pairs of socks in a year. and I'm planning on doing this, and at the end of the year I'm going to gift myself a whole box of beautiful new socks, because lots of mine are getting a bit thin. So yeah, I will put a link below to Amy's Instagram post where she talks about it. So yeah, that's what these belong to. Next up, I've got some hats. So I decided I was going to knit some more hats for people in need. So I've knit this hat. I knit it out of Stylecraft Grace, which I wasn't thrilled with the yarn actually. I didn't like it that much, but I bought, it must have been 100-gram ball, and I think I've possibly got enough to make another one. And I'll just pop this in my handbag, and when I go out, which is not very often, and I see somebody homeless on the street, I'll offer them a hat. I should weigh this, and if it's 50 grams or less, I might make another one the same. This is a pattern called Just a Hat. Now, have I got any details about that? No, but I will link it below. So it's just a very simple, I think it's called Fisherman's Rib. So it's kind of an offset rib. It's quite fun to do, but I can see I've made a mistake. I don't know if you can see along here. Kind of a little odd bit, but that's fine. It'll keep somebody's head warm anyway. I also made this hat, which has a lovely crown. This is called the Tailor's Rib Beanie by Albiona McLaughlin. And I made this as kind of a model for all the lovely pom-poms that we now sell in the shop. Let me get a couple out. I like this one. And these pom-poms are made from alpacas that have sadly passed away by natural causes, and they don't let their fur go to waste. They turn them into these lovely pom-poms, which is sad, isn't it, that anything has to die, but at least their beautiful fur is not wasted. So we have these pom-poms in lots of colours. Some of the colours come with a string that you tie on, and others, like, oh, I love this one. It's got a bit, there we go, let me fluff it up for you. Like this one, look at that, such a beautiful colour. They come with a pop stud, and we also sell spare pop studs, so you can turn the ones with string into a poppy one by stitching the back or the front, I don't suppose it matters, to the pom, and the other half to the top of your hat. We have some lovely colours. I love this chocolate brown. They're all slightly different sizes as well, which is fun. Look at this one. Oh, it's lovely. It's showing much darker on screen, but it's a lovely chocolate brown. Really nice. And we've got very bright magenta. Doesn't really go with this hat. Hang on, let me fluff it up a bit. Let me fluff it up a bit more. It's been stored. This gorgeous magenta one. We have big fluffy white ones. Oh, this is a nice colour. I can get it out. This one comes on a string, but you can change it to pom, obviously. This lovely, I think we called it camel, and they're just so soft and just whoop, like flumps. I think that's all. Oh, we've got a turquoise as well. That comes as a popper. Turquoise. They do need fluffing up a little bit when you get them. So yeah, this is what that hat was made for basically. And if you'd like any pom-poms, they are in the shop and they really are lovely. So that's the tailor's rib beanie. What did I knit this out of? I hope I'm going to get this right, but I think it's Lamelled by Camarose, and it's really nice. It's quite a woolly wool. I think it, yeah, that would be itchy for me, but if you're not intolerant to wool, I think you'd be fine. So I got a feeling this is llama. Am I making that up? I don't know. But it's a really nice hat actually. It's got a really long rib. I just think the crown decreases on this are just gorgeous. So that's the tailor's rib beanie. I also made this, the Heter hood. I can't remember who it's by, but the link will be below. But I used gorgeous Snefnug yarn, which I love. I think I'd like a jumper in this yarn. It's a cute little hood with ties, and I think I might wear this tomorrow when I go for a dog walk. I also really like it because it covers your neck, whereas a hat like kind of stops here and you get a cold neck. I also really like it because you don't get hat hair. Well, we'll see. We'll see when I take this off. Let's take it off. Have I got hat hair? Don't think so. I don't think I've got hat hair. The only thing, it looks much brighter on screen than it actually is. The only thing I remember about this is that I changed the way I finished the channel that holds the cord. I just stitched it down differently. Can't remember how, I'm afraid, because it was quite a long time ago, but I would definitely make another one of these. I knit this in the largest size. No, I think I knit it in the medium size, but I knit the length for some reason in the largest size. So this is slightly longer than it should have been, and I think I should have knit it for the medium size, or knit it a bit less long so that it came up a bit more around my mouth. But I really love it, and this yarn is absolutely gorgeous. I don't know if you've ever tried Snefnug, but it's beautiful. Yes, I really love that. And I think the last knitting thing that I need to share with you, gosh, I'm so cold, is this beautiful little romper I made. I'm going to put a picture on the screen of it because I don't have it in person. But it was for a friend of Bryony's. One of her best friends had a baby girl. I was so excited. So I knit this toadstool romper by Love Fibres, and I knit it in some yarn that I had in stash, and it's Rowan Pure Wool Superwash DK. I seem to remember the washing was easy. Yeah, you can put it in the washing machine. And I embroidered the little toadstools just from beautiful bits that I had in stash. I loved making that, and I want to make some more baby things. And I had a photograph yesterday come from Vicky, the mummy, of the baby in its little romper. Oh my goodness, it melted my heart. So now I want to make all the baby things. So I'm quite excited about that. It was really fun to make. The instructions were really good. So yeah, I love doing that. Okay, last but not least, I thought I'd share with you something that I'm excited about. For some reason, I really fancy doing a bit of cross stitch, and I wanted to start off small. I've got fluff on my nose, excuse me. I wanted to start off on something small, and I remembered I had this, should I take it out of the packet so it doesn't glare? Mice in the Sewing Room cross stitch pattern, and it's so cute, and I thought I think I can do that, but I do know I have trouble with small count linen. So I've ordered a 28 count, I think this calls for a 35 count, which sounds horrible. So I've ordered a 28 count, but I'm not even sure if that will be a big enough count for me. And I've ordered all the threads that I'm going to need for it, so that it comes out just like in the pattern, so that I'm not disappointed, because sometimes I can make things and kind of go a bit off-piste, and I'm never so happy. I just love the way this looks. So yeah, I've ordered all the threads for that, and I've also got the choice of this. Oh my goodness, isn't this adorable? And this is Theodore from Stacey Nash Primitives Animal Crackers series. Oh, I didn't tell you about that one, did I? That is because I am not floss tube. I'm not professional. But my lovely friend Natalie, who is Home Sweet Home Handmade, has a wonderful channel, and she's such an amazing cross stitcher. And she sent me this. She sent me the pattern and all of the bits I need to make him, which I thought was the sweetest thing ever. And if you're into cross stitch or would like to get into cross stitch, I highly recommend her channel. And she just has 2 new kittens. Oh my gosh, they are ragdoll kittens, and they are the cutest things you ever did see. So I highly recommend, if you're thinking cross stitch, like cross stitch, or like kittens, to pop over and have a look at her channel. Okay, I think I've spoken about everything now. The only thing left for me to say is that I ended Vlogmas on day 23, I believe, so I will add the rest of the Vlogmas that you missed onto the end of this video with a little bit of shop update as well. Oh, I'm so cold. So cold. I need to go and get my fleecy thing on. I hope I've saved all the right videos. My Patreons have already seen it, but I remember promising you that I would add it to the first podcast, or the first journal. I forget that I used to call them journals. Now I'm calling them podcasts. Who knows what it is? So that will be on the end of this video. Anyway, it's lovely to be back, lovely to see you all. I hope you're having a great January. I love January. It's a very cosy month and a kind of recuperating month and a healing month. I just think it's lovely. It's kind of a still month. And yeah, and I'll see you soon. Bye. We have some lovely new things in the shop, so I really wanted to share those with you. So we'll start this end. We have this lovely pack of 8 cards and envelopes in 4 designs. Aren't they pretty? From Rifle Paper Company in a lovely box. Then we have some new cards in. We have You're the Bee's Knees, which I think is just adorable. Wishing You the Happiest Birthday Ever, with gold foiling again, same as the bee one. Wishing You a Very Happy Birthday Slice of Cake. I love this one. Also gold envelope. And a beautiful thank you card, also with gold foiling. So that's new in the Rifle Paper Company area, which is our little stand here. I've also got these gorgeous bookmarks, actually. I've got a feeling these might be in the sale. I love them so much. We've got 4 left, so if anyone's interested in those. This is our sale basket, which is pretty limited now. Whoops. That's not sale, that end. So we've got some lovely lacy wooden rulers. We have 1 swan decoration left in the sale. And we have 1 pair, of Cocoa Knits yarn snips in the sale. And they come with a lovely, if you can see, a lovely leather case. So that's sale. Plus we have lots of Progress Keepers Christmas ones in the sale mostly. Then we have some new Sarah Hearts labels. We've got these ones which actually say back and have a heart, because that's how I mostly use my labels, so that I can see which is the back and which is the front of my knitwear. And then I saw they had violet hearts, and I've been using the pink hearts since we started stocking these. And when I saw they had violet, I thought I need some of those. We have a huge restock of Merchant & Mills, and we have a new item, which are these thread clips. So I've opened the box, and there they are. Such high quality. They've got a really lovely weight when you hold them. So that's those. We have some really cute, I must apologise by the light and the state of this table. I feel like everything is falling apart at the moment. Yes, we have the cute panda needle stoppers in, I'd say that's mint, blue and violet. And I forgot to show you these. Look at these dear little duck labels. Oh, I'm so sorry about the light. How can I? That's a bit better. They come in a pack of 6. Then we have hot water bottle kits, which include, well, which can include the pattern or not. If you've already got the pattern, you can buy the kit without the pattern, but this is the our pattern. And the kit contains all the fabric hexes. This is for the sunset. It's hard to see, but this is for the sunset collection, which I'll put a picture on the screen of. And it comes with the papers, the linen, the lining, the batting, all the bits and pieces for the bias trim along here, and the rouleau loop, and the button included in the kit. We also have the same kit, but in, this is called Sunset, and we have this kit, which I'm not going to open because it's sealed, in Sky, and this is a pack of the Sky fabrics, and I'll put a picture on the screen for you now. And we also have 1 pack left of just the fabrics and the paper templates. So we've got quite a full shop at the moment. So yeah, we've really restocked on Merchant & Mills. That's all Merchant & Mills. We have these, oh my goodness, I treated myself to one of these. It's a tiny little pouch with these mini snips made in Japan. Oh, they're so gorgeous and so sharp, and that little pouch is adorable. We've also got, this different one. Yeah, just the snips. Oh, they're so sweet. I just love those. We've got 2 hot water bottle covers left. Both, they're slightly different. This one's got a different pink here, but they're basically the same. So I've got 2 of those left. Yeah, I think that's basically all the new things. So yeah, I hope you're excited. We've also been working on a mini rainbow update as well. So we've been making these beautiful signature sewing bags, which fit a large hoop. I'll check in a second what size. Got lots of pouches. And look at these adorable mini skinny pinnies. Aren't they just beautiful? My job is to sew up the ends. Bryony makes these and I sew up the ends. But I've got a lot here, so there's a lot to do. But they're just so cute. And they're basically the same fabrics. It's all Liberty. So yeah, that's my job for this weekend. I think the update's going to be next Thursday, which will be the 25th, oh my goodness, which will be the 25th at 6 p.m. But I would say if you're interested, the best thing to do is to follow us on Instagram, and we'll always give any updated info on there. This is a 9-inch hoop and it fits really comfortably. So this is week 4 of my Pretty Fabrics and Trims advent calendar. So I'm going to open it and then I'm going to show you. So this time, it's obviously to finish the advent calendar. So I've got some thread, must be some backing fabrics, some linen. Yep, that's that parcel. And then I've got the next 6 patterns, or the last 6 patterns for the tags, and the little ribbon and the bells to hang on the top. Oh, it's so lovely.